So start with the E minor, just do 4 E minors. Do down strums. Okay, then G. Now, hit the 6th and the 5th string. Okay, if you bring those knuckles up more, then that middle finger that's on the 6th string will stay out of the 5th string's way. Okay, so go back to E minor and practice going. You see how your picks come in, you're kind of like, you're ranking it more. You just want to kind of, yeah. Especially when you get to faster stuff. Now you see how your fingers are laying down like that. That part, do 6, 5, 4 like this. And don't think of the strings as individual strings, just come down. Yeah. So when you're practicing these chords at home, are you conscious, like if you're playing a chord and like say that 2nd string's off, are you aware when something's off or something's not hitting right, or when something's in the way?
And it bugs me and I just want I start over, but then it's like I have to just keep trying to go through it and through it.
So when you're playing, you want to keep that progression over again, but sometimes you need to kind of break it down more. So instead of focusing on that, playing those 4 chords in a row, just go take steps back. Go back and just play with that E minor chord and just pick it out. And I would sit there for a good little while and just, if everything sounds good, I would go back to the G. If the G sounds funny, fix that. Try to get to the root of all the little, and then go back to E minor. Yeah. And if there's something wrong, fix it, and then make a conscious note. You know, for instance, for you on the G chord, everything sounds good. Except for that 5th string, you have a tendency of your middle finger laying over on that 5th string. Well, it's just, we just brainwash ourselves. We just train ourselves mentally just to keep playing it a certain way. And after you do it for a certain amount of time, it starts to stick. But if you are still having that issue and you don't fix it, then you'll actually reinforce it. You know, something negative that you'll reinforce. So where is it?
It's like...
And is it your middle finger going against it, or is your index finger not pressing hard enough?
Well, I'm pressing pretty hard.
So it's probably your middle finger. You're doing
and then,
this.
like, once I get those two set where it starts to sound good, my middle finger wants to start going back again. So I'm trying to, like...
Yeah, see, this one's good. Good. You're getting it. You're getting it. Okay, let's go back to E minor. We're gonna build our strumming pattern up with this pattern. So back to E minor. Okay. See, so you got this. What do you have down? How far were you able to get this week?
I was able to do alright. I mean, actually, I lost the sheet music. But I kind of knew the chords by...
Did you find it, or do you need me to make your copy?
Sure.
And then G, go from the E minor to the G, all you do is move your middle finger to the 6th. Then D. Like that. And then A minor. Yeah, it looks like an E minor. Your middle finger is going to be on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, right behind the middle finger. 3rd. There you go. Yeah. And then on the A minor, you're going to strum 5 strings.
Do we just play it for A minor? It's a 4-string down, right? Or do we play
5. Because remember, like, think about it this way. This is an A string. When you play it open, the note is actually A. So that's the root of the A chord. When you play a C, like that note, the root is actually a C. A, B, C. That's a C. When you play E minor.
Alright.
So the lowest note, 98% of the time, is going to be the root note of the song. Now, I haven't heard from Eric, which is makes me want to show y'all something a little bit different that will not hurt him.
Right.
Like, I have him in class and he never said he was a good accompanist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't say anything about not coming or not.
I haven't heard from him. Maybe he forgot. Well, just if you see him, just tell him to check the video. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's go through that E minor, G, D, and A. We're not gonna learn any new chords. We're just gonna do that rhythm part, and then I'm gonna show you a blues box that you can play over that to kind of do some improv with. So start with that E minor. Now that's an A minor.
Oh, right. E
Yeah.
minor is
E minor is just lower.
oh, lower.
No, you were right. You were right.
Here?
One more. That's E minor.
Oh, gotcha.
And you're gonna do all 6 strings for E minor. So let's do we'll do half notes first because it's a pretty fast drum pattern. So we're gonna do E minor, 2, then G, then D, and then A. Then E minor.
So twice every.
Yeah. Well, the way I'm going to build it up, we're going to just strum like 1, 2, 3, 4, half, half, half. Then we're going to do straight chords. 1, 2, 3, chords, down, 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 down. And then we'll strum. Build it like that, but let's start with half notes first. 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor, 2, 3, 4. 1 minor. G. G. Go back to E minor. That's A minor. That's E minor.
E minor.
Now go to A minor. That's G.
Oh. That, oh man, which one is it?
A minor.
Yeah, that's, so that was, this is
Yeah, think of the root notes. The A minor, the lowest string is A. Like that. And D, the lowest string is the D string. A, E, minor. So go E minor.
That would be this, right?
Mm-hmm. 6 strings. Okay, G. Yeah.
This is G right here. Right.
I was just trying to throw you off further. I told you A minor. D.
Okay, so.
Then A minor. Perfect. E minor. G. D. A minor. E minor. G, D, A minor, E minor, G, D, A, good, E minor, G, D, A minor, E minor, G, D, A minor. Got it? Okay, back to E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, G, D, 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 A minor. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do about 4 A times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, G, good. D, E, A minor. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We got it now. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a way. Did you hear me playing those little solos and stuff like that? I just make that crap up as I go along. I make it sound a little more complicated than it is, but this is the key of E minor or G, and we'll kind of understand that as. But for every major key, there's a relative minor. So if I give you a scale, if it works for E minor, the key of E minor, it will also work for G. Okay. We already learned the key. We learned a little bit of the key of C when we were playing Sweet Child of Mine. That's a different scale. A minor is equivalent to the key of C. So this is the key of G, key of E minor, and you have all these boxes. It's these. We're gonna break this lead guitar stuff down into boxes, and I'll probably show you a little bit, and then I'll probably leave it at that for a little while, and then eventually we'll come back and add more to it, but to kind of get you started with it. So in E minor, we have a box on the 12th fret, and this is going to be kind of hard on that guitar, but I'll kind of show you the first one, and I can probably show you all different ones too. But you're only going to use two fingers, your index and your ring.
Okay.
That's it. You're not going to use your middle, you're not going to use your pinky. Okay, so go to your 12th fret on the 4th string, right there. Good. And I'm not gonna move my hand until unless I want to change boxes. But there's a lot I can do with this one box. I'm gonna leave my index finger there, and I'm gonna take my ring finger. I'm gonna put my ring finger on the 14th fret like that. When I put my ring finger on the 14th fret, my index finger stays down. I don't pick that up like that. Believe it or not, there's a whole lot you can do with just those two notes, because you can do a hammer-on, which I'll take my index finger, I'll hit it, and then I'll hammer on. I can do on and off. That takes a little time. You can probably do that, but try and get that hammer on. And it's just one pick, hammer on.
Stopped wherever, like.
Yeah, you'll find that sweet spot how to come down on it. You got to come down on it pretty hard, and you'll get better in that as your ring finger builds up strength. The other thing that you want to do is when you're playing a note with your ring finger, you want to bend it. Just hit it and just bend it. Keep your put your ring finger down before you pluck it. Make sure your ring finger's all the way down. Yeah. And usually if you're on a low string, like one of the 3 low strings, you're gonna bend down, or you can bend up. Okay, that's good. Good, we'll leave it like that. Now the next notes of this box are going to be the 2 notes next to it. It's going to form a box. So that's 3rd string, 12th and 10th fret.
So you're playing the 4th and then go down to 3rd?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And don't use your middle finger. So what, yeah, you're getting there. So I read this interview by Eddie Van Halen, and a lot of guitar players did this. They learned that like a little blues scale. Like like a few more notes to that, and they would play the radio, and we would pick something that we don't know what key this song's in. It's not going to sound good at first, but let me just pick something. You might have heard this song. So I'm going to take that same blues box on the 3rd or 4th string. I'm going to find where... That doesn't sound quite right. Oh, that's it. That's it. I found it pretty quick. You hear that? Just that little blues box. So, and he said he would just turn the radio on. He wouldn't even know what the song was. And he would take that scale. So he would just play like random stuff, and he would just put that one little, and there was more to what he was doing.
Yeah.
But you can do a whole stinking lot if you just stick to that box. So if I play. And then you could use that box and just make up your own stuff to go over it. It doesn't have to be. You can just do it anywhere. Like do some fast notes and then do some slow notes and then. So not only can you do hammer-ons, you can do pull-offs, which is the opposite of a hammer-on. A lot of people, what they'll do is when they're doing a pull-off, they'll actually kind of pluck it with that finger. Yeah. And then you can combine it and do. And that's just one pick.
Oh yeah.
Now let me tell you, I'm just throwing a lot at you guys, but one thing that you do want to be conscious of when you're switching, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do, you want it smooth. And one way you make it smooth is you imagine your fingers walking like a spider. And so if you notice, when I'm playing these 4 notes, it's just those 4 notes with 2 fingers that make up that box. When I play the note with my ring finger, and if I'm going to come to this note, my index finger is going to hit that note before my ring finger comes off. So there's overlap between each of the notes. So when I transition from one string to the next, the fingers are both going to be in place. And then you can combine 2 notes. Let me show you another place. When you're in E minor and G, you got a box right here on the 12th fret. You got the same box an octave lower will be on the 4th and 5th string on the 5th and 7th fret. So I would start on the 5th string, 5th fret, like that, on the dot. 5th string.
5th string.
And Caesar's already found it in another location. But 5th string, 5, 7, and then 4th string, 5, 7. Try going to the 4th string.
Try going to which one?
To the 4th string. Okay. Now try going back and forth between like. Yeah, y'all are both picking that up really fast. Okay, one more element. If you're gonna practice this week, one more element. And I didn't hear this word until after I'd been playing for 15 years, and it was stupid that I didn't know this word. It's called alternate picking. It's very important. If you notice, here's how to not play with alternate picking. I'm just doing down strums. Now check this out. You see how I'm going up and down? So I'm still, just like we talked about when we were strumming, you have an up and down motion. Well, when you're doing this stuff, you're going to do the same thing. Make sure you're 2 frets apart. On this one, do right here, dun, dun, and then dance over there. Remember, when you're playing lead guitar, you're walking. You don't run. It's like when you run, the difference between running and walking. Have you ever thought about what the difference is?
One's like more like
when you run.
if you're just going fast, it's just like it's smooth. It just comes natural. Walking is just more like, I don't know, a pace.
Running. At some point when you're running, both feet are off the ground. When you're walking, no matter how fast you walk, you always have at least one foot on the ground.
Well, one is up, the other one's down.
Exactly. When you play lead guitar, it's the same way. For the most part, there's always exceptions. But a good lead guitar part is just gonna walk fast. It's not gonna run. So it's like a spider. Like, yeah, that's good. And try getting some of that alternate picking. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Sounds good? It's good. You want me to add some more notes to it? Okay. On this one, when you also have a back end of the box, another box right here on the 5th string. So you actually have that box, and then you have 2 lower notes.
So this one?
Yep. And just try to walk that like a spider. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Let me point something out. When you go to that note with your ring finger, leave your index finger down until after that note is already singing, and then that's when you can pick your index finger. Yeah. You're jamming. What we got? Steve Vai over here just. Are you doing this? You're gonna like. Are you doing on 3 strings?
Yeah.
Now here's the challenge. Since y'all are picking this up so fast, go back to this blues box, the one. There's also on this one, you got your box. If you're on the 5th fret, your box is on the 4th, 5th, and 6th string.
So all the ones that are up, the lowest ones.
On these 2, yes. And what might be a fun challenge is when you're playing, try to switch between. It looks like you're good when you do that.
It sounds like you're good too.
It's a lot simpler than I thought.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of things you can add to it.
Of course.
But the basics, like, watch B.B. King. He's just like, the thrill is gone, baby. Just that blues box. But he'll play like up here, like. My accent's all off.
Dang.
And then but it's the little things that you add to it that make it sound right. There's the hammer-ons or pull-offs. There's vibratos. Just taking that and just shaking it. You know, that takes some time to get used to. You got it. So you got the 3-string blues box on the 12th fret, 3rd, 4th, and 5th string. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You got a 3-string blues box on the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Let me show you one more thing. This blues box is on the 5th fret, 5, 7, 5, 7. I'm gonna show you. I have another blues box that's based on the 3rd and 4th string, on the 7th and 9th fret. And I'm gonna show you how to get there, so where you don't even think about it. Go back to this box, to the 5th fret box on the 6, 5, and 3, right here. When you get to the third string, the 4th string, with your ring finger, if you slide your ring finger up 2 frets, you're in another blues box. you take your ring finger and just slide up 2 frets
Just
and stay on the dots. There's a blues box right there. Down?
down.
Yeah, right here. Bam, 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 bam. That's a blues box too. And that's only 2 strings. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. Now slide back into the 5th fret one. Down. If you're gonna play something on the 5th string, it's a pinky note.
So I just be this one. Oh.
No, you're right here. You're there. Ring. There, ring. There's your blues box right there. Now you can hit this note right there, but don't worry about that. Play that and then slide back into this.
Alright.
And then up into that. Man, y'all are shredding. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna play Wonderwall. Y'all gonna play some solos, okay? Yeah, that's awesome. So do y'all have an iPhone or a way to record yourself?
Yeah, I've got a Android phone speaker.
Okay. So what you can do is just take your recorder out, practice playing the chords for Wonderwall. And I don't even think there's a guitar solo actually on the recording, but it would sound good. We could do it, make it our own. And we could take turns doing guitar solos on it. That would be cool too. And just record yourself and then play back. Record yourself playing the chords and then go back and play.
right? Or does it go to all the way over here?
From this position right here, from your, I got this 6 string, 5th string, 4th string, both on 5 and 7, all three on 5 and 7. When you put your ring finger down, that's when you want to slide. Don't slide with, you can slide with your index finger, but it's better, it sounds better. Because then you can come into something like, and then when you go back, like, you can do, you can slide with your index finger too. You can slide with your ring finger, with your ring. You want me to add to it, or do y'all want to play around with that for the next week?
Yeah, I like just trying.
I think you can do a lot with that, but try sliding between both. And if you go back and listen to the recording, if you want to solo back to the recording, I think he puts his capo on the 2nd fret. So everything that you just learned, just move it all up 2 frets. And the so instead of playing, you'll be playing. Let's do one little thing together, because I don't want y'all to get too into this if you're not doing alternate.
Right.
Go back to the 5th fret. We're gonna do 6th string, 5th string, and 4th string, and we're gonna do this real slow. We're gonna walk this scale up, but we're gonna alternate our picking. And another thing you want to do is you want to find a place where your right hand will be super freaking relaxed. Like, I'm talking about like where you're pushing against your guitar like this, and I usually will put my palm on the bridge and just push against the bridge, or like part of your bridge is sticking out, I'll actually like rest part of my palm. Now here's the thing, you got to alternate the picking. Okay, that's very important, because it's hard to break down the road. So just do this. Go down, up, 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 down.
So you are using the middle finger for this one too?
No, I'm not using my middle finger. I might be putting my middle finger down there, but I'm not strumming that note.
Oh, you're bringing down your middle finger with.
Yeah, my my fingers don't go too far. You don't want to be doing like flicking people off or anything like that. I just flick the camera off. And the best way to do it, if you want to get like lightning fast, is to measure yourself with the metronome or with the drum loops. So I'm gonna start at 60. I'm gonna do 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And what you want to do, once you get used to playing it about 60, start speeding up. This is 80. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and That's good. Hey, that's pretty cool. Y'all took to that so well. I used to teach the lead guitar differently than that, but keep playing around with that. We could, like, if we decide that we still want to do Wonderwall, we can do guitar solos for Wonderwall. If we could do another song, even if we go back to Crazy Train, we can still do these scales. Will work with anything except for jazz. It'll work with all blues, metal, rock, country.